Welcome to Liverpool Report, your daily destination for all things Liverpool FC. From breaking news and matchday updates to transfer rumours and exclusive behind-the-scenes stories, we've got the Reds covered every single day. If you live and breathe Liverpool, this is your channel. Hit subscribe, join the movement and be part of the Liverpool family. You'll never walk alone. Let's get started. Harvey Elliott could be the next big name to leave Anfield this summer. Fresh off a stunning U21 Euros campaign where he was named player of the tournament, the 22-year-old is now considering his future, and Liverpool have slapped a $50 million price tag on his head. With Champions League football his main priority and interest from Spurs, Brentford and RB Leipzig, will Elliott force a move? Or can Arne Slot convince him to stay? Let's break down the latest on Elliott's future. Liverpool could demand $50 million for Harvey Elliott this summer as he continues to ponder his future at Anfield. Elliott, 22, is fresh from being named player of the tournament at the Under-21 European Championship. The midfielder scored 5 goals in 6 games to help England win the competition, netting in the final against Germany. Elliott's focus will now be on his future at club level, with links of a move away intensifying. But the 22-year-old has set out a condition for his next club, and he won't come cheap. The Athletic report that Elliott's preference is to join a Champions League side, as he wants to play regularly at the top level, and any suitors will have to cough up a sizable sum. It's said that the Reds will demand a fee in excess of £40 while including a buyback clause, or above $50 million without one. Tottenham, Brentford and RB Leipzig were both linked while Elliott impressed for the Young Lions in Slovakia. A broken foot saw him miss the autumn period for Liverpool last season, with Arne Slot only handing him a total of 5 starts, just 2 in the Premier League, across the 2024-25 campaign. That's prompted Elliott to weigh up his future on Merseyside, not wanting to waste years of his career. I think it's a situation that me and the team on my behalf have to have a conversation about, the former Fulham wonder kid said ahead of the Euros. I'm coming into an age now where I'm 22, I'm going to be 23 next season, and I don't really want to be wasting years in my career, because it's a short career, you don't know what's going to happen. Injuries and things could shorten it. So I think it's a situation that, as I've said before, I need to reflect. I need to see if I'm content in doing what I'm doing and how can I improve as a player. That's the most important thing. That's the main thing, really. I just want to improve and be the best possible version of myself and the best player I can be. And if that's to go somewhere else, then it's a decision that I'm going to have to make. I just need to see what happens. Which club should sign Harvey Elliott? Let us know your pick in the comments section. In May, Slot admitted that he had to be honest with Elliott about his lack of game time. I think, first of all, it's very important that players who are here with us would like to stay. That's a big compliment to everyone working here, the Liverpool manager explained. Harvey is one of the players who hasn't had as much playing time as he maybe deserves, but like some others, he's in competition with so many good players that mainly I've chosen. Also partly because he was injured for a long time, and I've been honest with him, the first part after he came back from his injury he wasn't the same as he was before his injury. But the last few months, he's back to his old level again. There was no need for me to start with different players, but I think if you look at the amount of minutes that he had in the last 1 or 2 months, and the time before, you can see it goes up already, so that tells you that I like him more now than I did the first months when he came back from his injury. Liverpool have had a stunning summer so far. Having lifted the Premier League title, Arne Slot has wasted no time in bolstering his squad. Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong have arrived from Bayer Leverkusen, while Milos Kerkez has been drafted in from Bournemouth. Young goalkeeper Armin Pexi has bolstered the club's goalkeeping ranks alongside Freddie Woodman, who is set to complete a free move from Preston North End. That is without even mentioning the imminent arrival of Georgi Mamadashvili, who was signed last summer from Valencia before returning to the La Liga side on loan. And the Reds might not even be done there. A striker is on the club's shortlist, while Crystal Palace star Mark Guéhi is closing in on a move to Anfield. But will Liverpool get everything that they need before the window closes in September? There's still plenty of work to do, so get up to date with all of the latest transfer news and rumours from the red half of Merseyside Liverpool wonder kid. Trey Nyoni has signed a new long-term deal at Liverpool after his breakout. The midfielder was signed from Leicester in 2023 and went straight into the Reds' youth ranks. But Nyoni got his chance last season under Arne Slot, making 5 senior appearances last term and becoming Liverpool's youngest ever player in Europe in the process. And it has now been confirmed that he has signed an extended deal at Anfield after turning 18. It means a lot, obviously supporting the club from young as well, said Nyoni. So it's a great feeling, but now I have to go out and show why I've earned this contract. I think it's just step by step, day by day, just becoming better every day, just improving as a player. I'm still young, there's a lot of improvement, that's the most important thing. I just have to repay them in that way. While Núñez is going nowhere, 7 of his first-team colleagues have officially left Anfield at the end of their deals. Academy stars to have left include Jakub Orzinski, Dominic Cornes, Reece Truman, Lee Jonas, Luis Inahoro Marcus, Harry Evers and Jacob Poitres. All of their contracts expired on Monday. Fellow Academy graduate Trent Alexander-Arnold would have been included on that list, but sealed an early move to Real Madrid after Liverpool struck a deal with the Spanish giants. The defender has since been playing for his new side at the Club World Cup in the USA. Another player who could potentially be on the move is Luis Diaz. Barcelona have already been linked with the Colombian forward, but it appears that they could face competition. As per Sky in Germany, Bayern Munich are also keeping tabs on Diaz. The Bundesliga giants gave reportedly gathered all relevant information on him, while Liverpool would be open to him leaving should they receive a satisfactory offer. Talks are yet to be opened between the two clubs, but Liverpool are already on the hunt for a new winger. Liverpool are cooking up another major move in the transfer market, this time targeting Crystal Palace and England centre centre-back Marc Guéhi. After already smashing the transfer window with the signings of Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong and Milos Kerkez, the Reds are now eyeing up Guéhi as a replacement for outgoing talents like Jarell Quansah and possibly Ibrahima Konate. With over 200 million already spent, Arne Slot isn't slowing down, and this one could be another game changer at Anfield. Let's dive into the latest from the red-hot Liverpool transfer front. Liverpool could complete another blockbuster transfer this summer as they close in on Marc Guéhi, who could move to Anfield from Crystal Palace. The defender was also on Arsenal's radar this summer, but has favoured a move to the Reds. Last summer the Eagles rejected interest from Newcastle, but 12 months on, and they appear more willing to sanction his exit as Arne Slot eyes another big-name arrival. Already the Premier League champions have wasted no time in bolstering their squad, adding Florian Wirtz in a British record transfer. Jeremy Frimpong is also now a Red, and Guéhi could yet further bolster the personnel at Anfield. Liverpool's spending exceeded the 200 million mark when they added Milos Kerkez last week, with the defender arriving from Bournemouth to add more depth to their squad. Here's the latest transfer news coming out of Anfield. Liverpool's decision to go after Guéhi is in part motivated by a fear that Ibrahima Konate will leave Anfield when his contract expires. They've already let Jarell Quansah leave for Germany and are fearful of how they could be left. The French defender has just 1 year left on his Reds deal and is giving off serious Trent Alexander-Arnold vibes as PSG and Real Madrid circle. The latest reports suggest he is unhappy with the offer that has been put to him, and right now a parting of the ways next summer seems likely. So with Quansah out and Konate almost out, the need for a new centre-back is clear, and Guéhi appears to be the player the Reds have settled on. There are doubts around him, and his aerial prowess in particular, but this is an FA Cup winning captain and regular starter for England, which ticks the homegrown box. Quansah will have his medical at Bayer Leverkusen on Monday, ahead of a 35 million deal, according to reports. The loving between the Reds and the German side continued with the English outfit, seeing Florian Wirtz and Jeremy Frimpong join them. Quansah has long been tipped to be a big success, and he helped the England U21s win another Euros title at the weekend. Liverpool have somewhat protected themselves, and in the deal they have included a buyback clause of around 60 million. The Reds have allowed some of their better young players to move on in recent years, but the club are yet to exercise a buyback clause. Nevertheless, they have put themselves in a position to re-sign Quansah in years to come. Napoli have been heavily linked with a move for Darwin Núñez, but could go in a different direction if they cannot find a common ground over price. Football Italia report that Napoli are ready to spend around 35.9 million to sign the Uruguayan this summer, but Liverpool are asking for around 42.7 million tals. The club remain determined to add him, but have had to come up with a plan B if the negotiations don't go how they want. Now Udinese's Lorenzo Luca is on their radar, with the Italians seeing him as a cheaper alternative.